What's up, guys? Good morning. So, market's pretty flat today. Not a lot of news to talk about, to be honest with you. Of course, we're going to talk about Netflix, talk about some Apple stuff, just because I'm an Apple fanboy and I want to talk about it. What else do we have? Maybe some EVs, but I'm going to be taking a lot of your stocks today. That's a good thing. So, you guys are going to get a lot of stocks taken. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, fun fact. I've never taken a bath, except for when my mom bathed me as an infant. Doesn't seem like something I would enjoy, just sitting there in water, and Seth takes a bath every morning. That's why I'm just like blown away by this. But there is a full documentary series on Poncho coming soon, if he lives that long. Where should we start? I guess I'll start with some housekeeping. No, I'll do housekeeping later. All right, let's start with the story that I really want to talk about. Everybody wants to talk about Netflix. So Netflix is down about 10% right now, 8%, something like that. Their subscriber count has dropped drastically. And guys, I think that this is a perfect example of why I don't like to trade earnings. I think that the forward-looking statements and outlook made by the analysts are what are driving this price down right now. Is Netflix overpriced? Yes. Does Netflix deserve to pull back greatly? Yes. Should this be the news that takes it down? No. This is the problem with this subscriber stuff, and I'm going to show you the subscriber counts that have been happening over the past decade. So they came in with. They missed their earnings per share that the analysts expected. They barely beat their revenue. Whatever. Okay. The company added, let's call it 4 million subscribers in the first quarter. And of course, they're going to compare it. They're comparing it to the record of basically 16 million subscribers when everyone was stuck inside their house and they weren't allowed to go out. And if they did go out, they were going to get arrested. What the hell do you think is going to happen when you go from one quarter like that, where literally the entire world is inside of their house, to leaving and going outside of their house? Plus, tons of streaming services came out, tons of studios came out. They increased their prices. This is why I don't like analysts, because this is what happens. They get this insane news that comes out. Look at this what did you expect to happen with subscriptions from going from 16 million down to people going back to work and having a life again? If anybody's shocked by this, I don't even know what to say about your common sense. That is a very terrifying thing if you don't understand the simple concept that people are going back to work. Yeah, weaker than expected, this and that. All right. And the jig is up on Netflix. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things that are happening. Everybody has their own streaming service. Shares have risen this year to date about 2%, underperforming the S&P. I mean, I'm not surprised. You have AT&T coming out with services. You have HBO is already them. Hulu has their thing. Everybody has their thing. It's going by the wayside. So let's go and look at the stats real quick. So you can see right here, there's been very consistent growth since, let's go back to there in the beginning, 21.5 million subscribers. It's been growing every quarter since. I don't really see a drop-off yet. I still don't see a drop-off. There hasn't been a drop-off yet. Okay, so there's 203 million. Add 4 million subscribers to that. They're still growing. They're still growing. I mean, you're not going to see a jump like in here every single time. I mean, yeah, you want to shut the country down again to boost up Netflix? Go for it. That'll be great. But this kind of stuff just drives me up the wall. So let's talk about trading it. If you're in Netflix, you shouldn't have been, because it was earnings, and I don't think that you've been paying attention. If you're in this for the long haul, you're fine then. Don't worry about it. But the trend is still up. I foresee this thing changing very quickly. The bad news is it dropped under all of its major moving averages. That's terrible. This thing's definitely going to turn into some kind of downtrend. What's going to likely happen is your red line is going to sharply go like this. Yellow line is going to come up. like this, and it's going to turn into a short. So what are we going to do? I'm sure some of you can answer this question. We're just going to let it chill out today. Let this thing figure out what it's going to do. Bounce up, bounce down. And let's just see what happens. It's not, if you want to go in and day trade it as a short today, actually, I wouldn't even do that because let me show you here. This thing on Netflix, here we are. This entire move has been overnight. So right now it's down 8%. The move has already dropped down. It dropped down 10%, moved up a little bit. I do not think that there's going to be a lot of movement today during the open market. That's kind of what sucks about these big gaps is, yeah, the stock is down so much, but that's why we be patient because we can go in the next day or what day is today? Wednesday. Or you can go in on Friday and see what it's doing. If it starts to recover, go grab it. If it starts to pull back, go grab it on a 15-minute chart. So moral of the story, let things settle down. This is a good example of that we're seeing that Netflix has dropped bigly, and that's that. So if you guys have any questions on Netflix, I'm very happy to answer them. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, throw it on a short watch list and go from there. Let's see. Intel, okay, we'll do that later. Solon, good job getting out of Netflix. Don't be in during earnings. That's what we got to learn from this. Do not trade earnings. If you're in this for, well, I don't know why you would be in it for a value play, but if you're in it for a long term and you're doing something and you're not, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're doing a trade, just get out and do not be in on earnings because this kind of stuff happens. So Apple came out yesterday and released all their stuff. And of course, I was watching it during the show, during the live stream. So they came out with new iPads, new Mac, 24-inch desktop computers, they came out with these little devices. I'll just go to their website and just show you. I don't know why I'm telling you this right now. So they came out with these new computers, pretty sweet. I mean, this is going back to, man, the old iMacs with the big box on the back that were different colors and stuff. That's pretty cool. This new iPad is incredible. The display is just unreal. Yeah, I mean, it's like 1,000,000 to 1. Seth, you could probably answer this. I don't really know, but the screen is going to be really clear, and the blacks are going to be very black from what I understand. iPhone 12, they came out with a purple one. Sweet. This thing is pretty cool. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Tile or have Tiles or whatever. I use those Tiles all the time, and they came out with this AirTag. Theirs is wildly accurate from their video that they showed. Not surprised because Apple does everything pretty much perfect when it comes to software. They came out with a new 4K TV, and that's it. So that's Apple. I think their earnings are on April 28th at 4:30 p.m., so just be ready for that. Pre-orders start on these new iPads on April 30th. So this is going to be cool because I'm going to get one. I have an iPad being delivered today. I'm going to return it, but I'm going to get this one. The cool thing is I'm going to be able to write on it and be a lot more accurate in showing you guys charts and whatnot instead of me drawing on the screen with this Epic Pen tool. So that's going to be really fun. Where was it? I wanted to show you the numbers for the money. Here we go. In 2020, Apple's iPad line generated $23.7 billion of the company's $274 billion in revenue. So that's good. I think this is the 5th generation iPad Pro. So let's see. All these cool new toys and the share prices are still dropping. That's what happens. I remember the last time that Apple reported their earnings for I don't remember what quarter it was. They came out and they had great earnings, and the stock price just plummeted. And I mean, it went down to $115 a share or whatever it was at, and now it's starting to finally rebound. But the point is, guys, these things do drop. It's they do drop based on what analysts say. Okay, last story. Then I want to get into some stocks that you guys want to see. 12 U.S. states have urged Biden to phase out gas-powered vehicles by 2035. So I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to make the point that I always make. And those of you that have heard it before, you're going to hear it again. Before I do this, smash the like button, please. and let's get that thing to 100 again today. So in the infrastructure bill that was proposed maybe 2 weeks ago, 2.3 trillion, it calls for 174 billion of spending and taxes and credits for EVs and whatnot. Now let's continue to go down. EVs currently make up 2% of the vehicles in the United States. So by 2035, so that's about 14, 15 years from now, depending, they want 100% of vehicle sales to be EVs. So that sounds very practical. And they want to stop. So California did try to put through a bill last year, I believe, that was trying to end all sales of gas-powered vehicles, internal combustion engines by 2035. The current administration did not support it. I think it was kind of piggybacking off of that Green New Deal. And then let's look at going into the jobs thing. So this was a very interesting part of the article. I think this should have been a lot bigger, more of a focus, but it takes fewer workers to build an EV than a gas-powered vehicle. If you look inside the Tesla factory on YouTube at all, it's crazy how people are just in there in t-shirts, and it's such a clean facility. There's not a lot of stuff going on. So, I mean, it's a lot of automation. But moral of the story, and what I want to basically say is, let's go back to that Workhorse deal and everything that happened with it. They said that they were going to, the goal was for them to partner with the U.S. government and the Postal Service, and they were going to basically replace vehicles like your mail trucks, this and that. By 2035, their goal was to replace 10% of mail trucks on the road. So that was going to be 65,000 mail trucks out of 650,000 that were going to be turned into EV. So if the government has their own vehicles and they're not the ones taking the initiative to make their entire fleet EV, then how do they expect all of these car companies to go and do that? It just doesn't make sense. Not much from the government makes sense. All right, couple housekeeping things, then I'm going to take your stocks. We're going to have like 15 minutes to do stocks. Monday and Tuesday next week, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be live these days. Today, 2 p.m. Eastern, Paul and I are going to do a options only seminar for patrons only. So if you're not in the Patreon and you want to learn about options, join it today. On Friday at 9:45 a.m. right after this show, I am going to do a day trading only seminar, patrons only. If you're not in it, join it. And that's that, guys. This is the 8-pillar site with this is the Everything Money website. With your subscription to any tier you join, whether it's the lowest tier or the Bid and Ask Nation or any other one, you get access to this all for free. You get the retirement calculator, the 8 pillars. It is pretty awesome. Let's see what we got right now. We have the Discord only. If you want Discord only access, you can join this level. Everything Money Minions, join it. 54 spots left, guys. This $22 is going to keep going up in price. 7 spots left in the Bid and Ask Nation. These will go up in price again, and join it. You get options today. You get day trading on Friday. It's going to be pretty zappity. So, all right, let's go ahead and do that. That's how they assemble plants. Why would you bank on the EV maker when you can just bank on the whole EV market, investing Nikola? Okay, I don't know what that means. The pendulum is going to swing the other way. Yeah, we'll see. Some are more optimistic than others. Poncho, man, there's a lot of Poncho talk. Man, Mo and I were the most excited. Yeah, Kiko was keeping me updated yesterday on the AirTag will be huge. I liked it. Words I would like to hear more. Yaguchi, Bid and Ask, Bigly. Yeah, I like those words. For shorting, do you add on engulfing candlesticks and hold overnight? Hey, it depends what your goal is for shorting. If you are in the Bid and Ask Nation, or if you're in the Patreon in general, there's a shorting seminar that I did maybe 2 or 3 months ago. You can go in there and watch all about shorting. Nike yesterday, Discovery. All right, let's go on. So, people, make sure you ask Paul to get around your taxes. God. My mom, I talked to my mom after the show yesterday. She's like, you really shouldn't yell at people when they ask you about taxes. They just don't know. I'm like, yeah, but Mom, this is the reason that the reason that people get so overwhelmed by investing is because they go for these little nitty gritty details and then they get overwhelmed and they say, the hell with this. I'm just going to send this off to a financial advisor and that's what's going to happen. So the point, you shouldn't change your investing style based on based on all of these nitty gritty details. It matters, of course, but it doesn't matter when you got to pay your taxes. So that's why we get so fired up about this taxes thing, because I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, mom was not happy that I started yelling at everybody, but it is what it is. Okay. PayPal. PayPal's not looking the best right now. It was looking very good, but we're just getting a little snapback. It's really no big deal. Can you look at? We like when you guys yell. Yeah. Yesterday. What was the other thing we were yelling about? It was taxes and something else, but financial advisors. Not a fan. If you're a financial advisor, I don't know what to tell you. We are coming up through the sweet spot. Okay, it's just holding this 50-day moving average right here. All of this is a snapback. So if you're in this, I think you're okay. You should be fine. If you're not in this like me and you want to start getting into it, we're just going to need a change in volume. We're going to need some consistent volume like here and just get this thing moving up. We just want to get candlesticks like that. I am not going to add until I get to this 276 area. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at Walmart because I really like Walmart right now. So the reason that I really like Walmart, and I really like what Walmart did yesterday, I like that we finally touched this 100-day moving average. So yesterday, when I looked at this, I think it was around 11 a.m., Walmart was green. The price was up here above the 100-day moving average. And I said to everybody in the Bid and Ask Nation, I said, guys, this thing is going to pull back. Don't worry. The price is definitely going to end below the 100-day moving average. And I knew that because we weren't getting the volume. I mean, we have to have a volume bar like that to push through this thing. But I really liked that it touched the 100-day moving average. It was the first time since February, call it 20th, that thing has made a run to the 100-day and actually bounced it. So what we're going to see, trend is up nicely. Eventually, we're going to get volume in here, and this thing is going to get through the 100-day moving average. And when it does, this is going to, I don't know why this does this. This is going to fill this gap right here. We're going to get up like this. And I think we're going to start taking out these highs. And I hope we can get to like this 150, 155 area, whatever that is. So Walmart is going to be a good trade. If you want to trade it with me, if I do end up trading it, join the Bid and Ask Nation. I'll tell you exactly what to do. Somebody else said a stock that Intel short. Guys, if you when you put your ticker symbol, please put the ticker symbol, not the name of the company, because I notice capital letters more than not capital letters. That doesn't mean type in all caps, because then I'm just going to ignore you. Don't yell at me. All right. So Intel for sure a short. Now, with Intel being a short, I want to zoom out and I want to just look at, holy mother. I just want to look at what happens when they do turn into a downtrend. So right here, they probably had 10 days of staying in a downtrend. Here, maybe a little bit longer, 20 days. So the point of me looking at this and saying is, yeah, I would cancel financial planners. The point of me saying this is know you're short. Look at how many times this thing, when we dropped into a downtrend, it popped right back up. Dropped into a downtrend, popped right back up. So when it goes into a downtrend, it does do some sweet spot reversals. This one was okay. This one was okay. So it can happen. If you're short on this, you're fine. Go ahead and short it. I think all you got to do is get an engulfing candlestick like this, and you can go ahead and make some money on it. Now, when you get down to the 100-day moving average around $58, sell, take your profits, run. Probably won't drop much below that, but crazier things have happened. Dun, dun, dun. Guys, tickle that like button, please. Wish I bought more Walmart. Well, you're going to have another opportunity to buy more Walmart, so smash the like button may lower your taxes. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, now everyone's typing in caps. All right, let's see BJ's. Let's see what they're doing pre-market. This trade sucks. This is one of those ones. I mean, this was just bad luck. It was a very good looking trade, and then all of a sudden the CEO unexpectedly passed away in his 40s. It's sad, but I mean, we were making a pretty nice run. As you can see, it was moving up, and then all of a sudden this happened, and we dropped down 4% one day, and it's just kind of killed everything. So I don't know how this one's gonna go. Some things you just can't control. So we're sitting right at our 25-day moving average. I hope that we can get we need volume. That's what we need. You can just see how the volume has just decelerated. It's basically nothing now. We just need to get volume and start pushing this thing up. The trend is still fine. That's what I'm still confident in. But I don't know. This one might be another one like Amgen. Right when we get to that kind of break-even point, we might end up selling it. I'm not sure. Just keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll get lucky. But like I said, guys, we haven't lost yet, but we're gonna have losses, and it's no big deal. And the point is that we're gonna have less losses than everybody else. So we will win. Apple. All right, so Apple's down a little bit right now. Let's see. Apple's down 0.5%. No big deal. I mean, it's pretty typical. There's nothing that's gonna come out. Well, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. So Apple is definitely an uptrend. I don't like how steep it's getting. You guys have heard me say that a couple times. The steeper you get, the faster these two lines, the red line and the yellow line, converge with each other. I've said from the beginning, I don't think that Apple's going to break through $144, $145 a share unless something insane happens on their earnings day of April 28th at 4:30. So, yeah, that's it. Make me feel better about K-Ball. What is K-Ball? Is this one of these weird... Oh, no. Okay, it's not. I thought this was some weird IPO. Ooh. All right. So I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is 50% rule stock. So you have your high here, you have your low, and then you have that 50% area in the middle. And all of this on top is called overhang. So overhang is just negative pressure pushing down on the stock that won't let it break through this level. And for this, it's like 30%. So you can't get through that level. So if I'm you... let me see here. What are we doing on the stochastic? I'm taking my profits and I'm getting out of this thing. So you're probably not going to break out above here, especially with this kind of crappy volume that you've had for the last, 6 months. If I'm you, I'm taking my profits, selling, moving on, and hopefully you made some money on it. Okay. TAP. Is that Coors? Molson Coors. Alrighty. Coors, good trend, good uptrend, getting into that overbought area. You have a little bit of a pullback yesterday, I assume. I think those are probably 52-week highs. Actually, I don't know. Let's see here. What is this going on? Let me do 1 year. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you get up into this area, you probably want to get rid of it. If this red stochastic line starts to roll like that, exit this thing, take your profits, and run. Hopefully you made some good money. K-Ball was on a value play from the old live stream. Nice. He said make him feel better. Well, I'll make him feel better that he won't lose anymore. You just got to be a little bit realistic. Vonage is wait, no, it's Voight. Is this that weird cell phone company that you see in the middle of the mall? With the people that chase you down with a wireless phone saying, try my phone, you need a home phone line. Let's see. Okay, your trend is going nicely. I like that you've cleared that 100-day moving average. That's very nice. I like that, Eric. So what you need is just a green engulfing candlestick like that. If you can get it, you'll be good. Do take profits going into this $15 area. I would start taking my profits there and see what happens. TSM making the M1. I thought Apple was making their own chips. Isn't that the thing? Matt? I'm sure Kiko, I think it is. I think he can tell me that they're doing this. Oh, goodness gracious. This thing did a sweet spot reversal. Under the 100-day moving average. Don't do anything in this. If you want to do something in this, man, even this, I was going to say go short on this chart, but you're even into that oversold area. I mean, if you want to go short on the daily chart and just short it down to this 200-day moving average, you could probably do that. You might get some reaction if they're involved with Apple. But, yeah, save. Oh, goodness gracious. Save. I do not like Spirit Airlines. The clientele is less than desirable, but they get you where you need to go. All right, so it is short. I think that you could probably short this thing going down, just like such. Yeah, you're good. Get an engulfing candlestick like this one right here, and you can go ahead and short it. Now, when you start to get to that 100-day moving average, just know that you're going to have to start taking some profits. TSM is part of the supply chain for building chips like Apple's M1. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought that Apple was building their own chips. I thought that was the whole big thing yesterday. You know, guys, it's funny. Everybody gets excited about the chips and the cameras from Apple, and I literally don't care. I don't care to take pictures. I don't take many pictures. And the chips, I'm just like, I don't really see the difference going 40% faster or whatever they say. But hey, whatever. I'm also not the person that's doing anything special on my iPad. I'm watching movies and reading books. And I know there's people out there. They're coming out with that 2 terabyte one. That's incredible. That is really incredible. Nike. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Nike has had a rough go at life for the past couple months. They have just, look at this. They've been in a downtrend, but they have been in like the most erratic downtrend I've ever seen. So with Nike, they're sitting right at their 200-day moving average. I do believe this is a very big stock that a lot of funds hold, a lot of your money managers hold, hopefully not your money managers, and Nike is just something that everybody holds. So I find it hard to believe that Nike is going to drop far below their 200-day moving average unless the entire market moves. If the market moves, fine. But I don't think Nike's going to do it by themselves. Does anybody know when Nike's earnings are? That would be something. Wait, they just reported earnings, right? Yeah, they reported earnings the other day, I think. That's what this drop was. So, just be careful with Nike. I honestly wouldn't go long or short with it right now. I would wait for it to set up a little better just because it's at 200 and yeah. All right. I'm not reading that one. Lily. Moderna. All right, I'll do Moderna. This company is so weird. They just came out of nowhere with their vaccines and this and that. I don't even think their pipeline's that good if I remember correctly. But uptrend, looking good. I mean, I assume these are their all-time highs. Let's see here. Yeah, those are their all-time highs. So if you're gonna do something with this, you're not gonna get higher than 180, call it, dollars a share. So you definitely have some room to run, but just know that when you get up into this all-time high range, I don't think it's gonna happen much more. Their vaccine is out. I don't think that they have much more in their pipeline. Let's look at Moderna's pipeline. Moderna pipeline. Let's see what they have. They're doing rare diseases. So what's in phase 3? COVID, okay, none of this means anything to me. Yeah, guys, I'm just looking at it saying what pushes pharmaceutical companies through their highs, and it is news, and Moderna doesn't really have any news. So I want to look at Sorrento Therapeutics because Nicole decided to go and buy it in all of her infinite wisdom. That one of her patients told her that this is a good thing to go and buy. So let's see why she shouldn't have bought this. So incredible downtrend. I mean, their pipeline is like, I don't get it. So that was interesting. There's like nothing in the pipeline. they're kind of rolling over. Maybe there will be some kind of pop, but the most important thing to look at here is you're under all 4 of your major moving averages. You have no shot at getting through those without some incredible news. I think they have 1 drug in phase 3. That volume is terrible. This is gonna be a rough go. So guys, this is the kind of stock where you just don't even do anything with it. When it comes to pharma, just make sure you're looking at pipelines. Make sure you're looking at what the news is gonna be. Beaker, this is not Sorrento cheese. All right, let's see. United. Oh, no, that's not United Airlines. It's Under Armour. I can do Under Armour. Timo I did yesterday. Yes. Guys, Patreon only live stream at 2 o'clock today. It's going to be on options. So Paul and I went in on Monday. We wrote a bunch of options. We are going to teach you guys how to trade options and answer all of your questions that you have. We'll probably be there for 90 minutes or so, and that should be a sufficient amount of time. Yeah, I lost $6,000 after Dave Portnoy told me to buy. Well, you shouldn't have listened to Dave Portnoy, but I am wearing a Team Portnoy shirt today. Let's see. Thank you for that reminder, Seth. Patreon only live stream on on options today. All right. Pfizer. I don't want to do Pfizer. Pfizer's boring. AMD. What time is it? Oh, the market's already open. AMD turning into a downtrend. Not a huge fan. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer because I want to. We're coming into Under Armour. Oh my goodness, Under Armour is just you know what? They make fun. I don't understand Under Armour. I love Under Armour. I wear a lot of Under Armour clothing, as somebody just noticed. They have likes of Dwayne Johnson, Steph Curry, Bryce Harper, Jordan Spieth. I mean, Tom Brady. You have all of these incredible people to market for you, but they just can't get it going like Nike and Reebok and Adidas. I just don't get what's going on, but oh well. Okay. Downtrend for sure. So the problem is you're coming right into your 100-day moving average. That's the problem. If you were to go short on this. So if you do get an engulfing candlestick like that, yes, that's going to be okay, but you could engulf right into the 100-day moving average and then it just starts going back up like this on you. What I would say is let it engulf below the 100-day moving average. So probably, what price is the 100-day? $17. So probably get in this area, come down here, and then you can short this thing all the way down to $14 at the 200-day moving average. So that's that. All right. Their shoes were cheap, and they aren't keeping up with the likes of Lulu. I mean, yeah, they make their shoes are okay. I don't love their shorts. The shorting seminar seems to only be for the mid and top tier. Ian, I honestly don't remember. Email help@everythingmoney.com. I truly can't remember. That was so many months ago. It would be cool if you added options to Moj's trade section, letting us in the bid and ask. Yeah, that's really more for the Paul Super Shorts level. That's really what they get is they get me and Paul talking to each other all day, every day, and kind of seeing our process of going through things. Hey, Zach, where have you been? Oh my gosh, Zach has been MIA. All right, so I like what Walmart is doing. It's up, but again, it's running into its 100-day moving average, and it pulled back. So let me see if I can zoom in on this for you guys, just so you can see a little bit closer. All right, so you see how it ran up here and then it pulled back. That's what this long little wick is. So we did get through the 100-day this morning already, and then it pulled back. So I need this thing to push through like so and get through there. But it's making me happy that it's running into it again, and it is not it's not just falling back down here. We really need this thing to get through the 100-day moving average before we do something. Good call. HBI, I prefer Champion brand. I love Lulu clothes if you haven't tried them out. Man, I have so many Lululemon clothes. I love their pants, but Fabletics is phenomenal. I think that they compete big time with Lululemon, and they're a lot cheaper. So let's see. Pinterest. So Pinterest is turning into a short. Now, they're below 3 major moving averages, and they'll probably, if they get selling volume, will drop down to their 200-day moving average. So it turned down. Just all you got to do is just wait until, I would wait 3 days. Wait until you get engulfing candlesticks. So on Monday, if it's down here, if it breaks this low, go ahead and short it. And I think you'll get a little bit of a run on it below $60 down to the 200-day moving average. Don't jump the gun on this things. Don't jump the gun on this thing. Nvidia. My ex worked at Lulu, hooked up the discount. The discount is legit. It's like 40% off or something. Fabletics. It's their clothing is phenomenal. I think I'm wearing Fabletics underwear right now. Fabletics. I just typed it in the thing. Oh boy, clove. Everyone just loves this clove. Are they eyes? Is that what their drugs are? What was I about to do? Oh, Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia. I know there's people in the Bid and Ask Nation in this. So we have an uptrend still. We're over major moving averages. All this is a snapback. Now, I do believe that last week I told people to take profits because you were making all-time highs. I do believe I said that. If I was asked, I think I was asked. I'm just trying to remember. I look at so many stocks I can't even remember. But you can take your profits off the table now still. I think you've had a great run. I mean, a lot of my peeps got in back here, which is a $100 run in 2-week period or something. So, yeah, I mean, Nvidia, if you want to sell it, go ahead. But I still think that the thing is okay. If you like soft clothes, yeah, I like soft clothes. Oh, Tommy John, man, I'm not paying that much money for those Tommy John underwears. That's crazy. I like nice things, but I do not like spending money on clothes. Hence why I look the way that I do every day. I thought Lulu was spandex pants. No, they're not. They make pretty awesome golf pants or dress pants or whatever you want to call them. I wear them on the golf course. Clorox? I could do Clorox. CLX. Okay. So Clorox is running into a very similar thing that, that Walmart was running into. Coming up nicely, and it's just kind of stuck right there. And you can see that it's stuck at its 100-day moving average. So we had great volume yesterday. If we can get that again today, push through, yep, this thing can make a great run to the 200-day moving average. I like it. I had to buy clothes. I had to buy both my parents the sweatpants because that changed my life. Oh, boy. Let's see here. I just wear Nike tracksuit. So these Nike pants that I'm wearing and that I wear every day on the show, I have 7 pairs of them and I just rotate them. And then for the shorts, I have 7 pairs of Fabletics and I just rotate them 7 days a week. Makes life easy. I do not like dressing up. It's so uncomfortable. Ooh. Okay, so I think that people in the Bid and Ask Nation asked me about this and definitely jumped the gun definitely jumped the gun because we were 3 days green here, but we weren't really going anywhere. The stochastic was just kind of going sideways, but getting over that 32%. I don't know who, I mean, you were in this mess of moving averages. I don't know who added to this, but oh well. Nike makes great pants. If you message me in Discord and ask me what my Nike pants are, I'll send you the link. They are awesome. PM? What's PM? Philip Morris, of course it is. Okay, Philip Morris. So, are we a power stock? Do we actually have a power stock in this market? Ish. Yeah, ish. It's not the most confident power stock, but it's a power stock. So what power stocks are, let me draw this line here. This was the previous all-time high. So it's making new all-time highs, and it's over all 4 of its major moving averages. So this is a power stock. And of course, with power stocks, you are over all of you're over into this overbought area. And the idea is that this thing just keeps going sideways like so. So This is very good. And yeah. Oh, let's look at the cigarette thing. Altria Group. What happened? So that was yesterday. Okay, so this is why we don't jump on shorts. I told you guys, let it chill out. Let's see what happens. And today we're getting a little bit of a rebound. It's up 1.2%. Nothing crazy, but this is why we don't go in and trade things like Netflix today, because the reaction is always just incredibly dramatic. Just let it settle down. Let's see what BTI is doing today. BTI, same thing. It's neutral basically, but it's not down. And you can see yesterday, I'm going to look at this and then I'm going to go back to the other one. This was yesterday. So your stock price on the initial dramatic reaction dropped down here, and then this long wick means that the stock price pulled up here and closed right here. So yes, you had this gap, but that was a pretty good recovery for going into yesterday. I want to go back to MO and just show you guys this zoomed in version. So yesterday, MO dropped. Actually, it was a little bit worse. Dropped, pulled back a little bit, about half of it, and then today it's up a little bit. So the point is, just relax with these things. Don't get too excited. Things go in cycles. Don't worry. What is Apple doing? Okay. Yeah, I don't think that Apple's going to do very much until earnings comes out on April 28th. I think Apple's pretty much dead in the water until that happens. Okay. Government is trying to regulate nicotine levels. You know what I think the funniest thing about this whole nicotine level thing is? They wanted to keep it below the addictive level. I think that is the most subjective thing that you could ever say, but whatever. People will fall for it. So more government control. That's what I like. Apple's crashing. Apple ain't crashing. Are they crashing? Is something wrong here? Okay, 1.3%. That's not crashing. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So I liked answering all of your questions today. That was good. So remember, next week, Monday and Tuesday, I won't be here. Option seminar today at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Paul and I are going to do it. Day trading seminar Friday. Friday morning, 9:45 a.m. Right after the show, I'm just going to roll in. 7 spots in the Bid and Ask Nation left, guys. Sell those out today. Let's grow the nation. Let's get this thing bigger, and let's keep making money. And remember, the reason that I'm doing this day trading seminar for you guys is I know a lot of you are anxious to trade. I'm a long-term trader. I'm always going to wait. I just want to keep learning, and when I find the right trade, like a Walmart or maybe a PayPal, I'll jump into it, and I will be making money when that happens. So you guys have a great day. I will see patrons at 2 o'clock. If you're not a patron, jump in there, and that's all. See ya.